Welcome back to the channel, cozy friends, and welcome in if you are new. Today, I will be creating Belle's Provincial Village in Disney Dreamlight Valley. So this is an exterior cottagecore design in the Forest of Valor, and I'm showing you where we're located on the map. I will also give you a top-down view and just overall general view of the layout. Now, I do still have some builds that were already here, specifically the Sword in the Stone Dream Snap submission. I did decide to keep it, but I wanted to make it a little bit more functional, so I am adjusting the path so that we're able to make it to the Frosted Heights without issue. Next, I'll work on making a functional path to our Cottagecore town area. This path will lead across the stone bridge towards the blue staircase entrance to the Frosted Heights. For the centerfold path, I will be using the rocky terrain item. This is a furniture item. It is not a path. Technically, it is a path, but it is under furniture. To check and see if you have this item, you will have to filter all by selecting the color gray and scrolling through all the gray items. This item is obtained through Scrooge's shop, but I have seen some people obtain it from a chest. My vision was to leave the middle part open to place Belle's fountain, like in the movie and opening scene when she's singing about the village, and I will be making adjustments to this path as we go. If you are wondering about my dress in the beginning of this video, it is a touch of magic design that I created for Belle. The members only video is uploaded, so be sure to check that out. If you're not a member yet, consider becoming a member to help support the channel. You will get access to an exclusive chat in my Discord, depending on the level that you choose, and also my members only videos. I will be using a combination of paths in this build, so the leafy path is the other natural pathing that I will be using. To the left of the tavern, I wanted to create a kind of natural path that is a little bit windy that leads into the forest, kind of hinting and addressing like the forest, the dark forest with like the wolves like we see in the movie. I wanted to be able to place the grass in the centerfold. So in order to do that, I need to adjust the space, the empty space around the fountain, and I'll do that by adjusting the path here. So I am going in and I'm adding some foliage elements. Feel free to use whatever ones speak to you. Again, making adjustments to the pathing, I decided that I didn't want all of the buildings to have like a rocky terrain entrance because, quite frankly, the original cottage we got and Gaston's cottage, it looks a little bit funny because you cannot place the rocky terrain underneath the entrance. So I'm going to do something a little bit different there. I decided on the rock cluster pathing for those two houses. Time to add in more of the grass elements. And I will be using a lot of cottagecore foliage and tree stumps, that type of thing for this build. I really wanted this to be more of a natural build, not really like a city vibe, just to stick to the main story and theme of the actual movie. I'll be using a mixture of fir and maple trees to give our build that natural foresty look as we are in the Forest of Valor. Sticking to the natural theme again, I am going to be going with a natural pathing to Elsa's cavern. I really love the look of her little cave in the background of this build. I just feel like in the movie, like if there was a cave like this, it would fit very well. And I liked how at the end of this build, how the cave looks in the background. It looks really cute. So again, using some of the rock clusters for a natural looking path. And I'm going to add some foliage elements as well to Elsa's path to her cave home. Checking out the build, I'm pretty happy with how things are going, so it's time to add in a few of the items I had already had in mind. Again, sticking to the cottagecore theme, so the old cart, barrels, etc. If you're interested in joining a cozy, all-inclusive, safe space and community, consider joining my Discord group. I also do a weekly Dream Snap submission review, so your Dream Snap could be featured on my channel during my live stream. I love seeing your beautiful creations in Dreamlight Valley, but we also talk about other games like Palia. I call it Palia, but also, like Fae Farm, some competitive games, and just other games in the community. So if you want to hang out with like-minded people and make new friends, consider joining the Discord. It is in the description down below. I hope to see you there. I'm just making slight adjustments to the pathing and moving items around. This is just part of the decoration process. I wanted the market to be more by the bakery, so that's why I decided to move it from the tavern. I'm really hoping to see a fix for the furniture mode camera in the next update. I would love it sooner than that. It's really hard to decorate and be able to see what the view looks like up close and at eye level with the way that the camera function is now. So, do your share, report this in the Dreamlight Valley official Discord so we can get this changed. It also is very limiting to the pictures that we can take in furniture mode to showcase our build. So not only does it make decorating a lot more difficult, but we also cannot get those beautiful views up close at eye level anymore. Again, I'm just kind of playing with item placement, moving things around, seeing if I like things in different spots. Part of the decorating process. I know that decorating can be frustrating for some of us. Builds do take time to decorate and to get ideas, but just be patient and make sure you take breaks. I did want to give a big shout out to my musical partners. They're all linked in the description down below. Make sure you give all of them a follow. They are amazing artists. Their music is beautiful, and that's what you're listening to when you are listening to my builds. Not just my voice, but the beautiful lo-fi music that all of these artists have created. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add in some of the birch bushes and add more foliage elements. Next, we'll be adding in some more of like the rustic looking items like the tree trunk, the crates, and the logs. I thought that would be really cute for Gaston's area, but we'll also be adding in more foliage elements and fencing, and I'm choosing the dark brown wood fencing for this build. It just fits the vibe of the forest like very well. And of course, what would one of my builds be without the ferns? They're one of my favorite items. I still use them to this day. This is like the one item that I've used in like almost every build, I think. For the fountain area, I wanted to do like an enclosed rock area, again, keeping to the cottagecore rustic vibe. And so I'll just be like layering the rocks chaotically. It looks better that way if it's like chaos. And we'll be making adjustments and adding in other foliage elements as well. Any cottagecore build, what is it without the beautiful butterfly foliage elements? I love these flowers. They can bring a build together in seconds. And I think we're done with our cottage side. I love that little fountain on the left. I recently got it from a friend in my Discord. Um, I've been waiting for this item forever. So I'm so happy that I finally have it and I feel confident enough because I knew I wanted to use it in this build because I don't know if any of you remember, but the three blonde ladies in Beauty and the Beast, they're like singing in the entrance, like over it. So I thought that it would be perfect for this build. And it actually is a functional item. You can interact with it and water spouts out of it. So it's super, super cute. So the interior of our bakery is a little bit more elegant, but for the exterior, I wanted to match the vibe of our little courtyard area. So I'm going to be going with the barrel table, more of like a wooden, rustic cottagecore look here. And I am keeping the decorations quite simple for the tavern, for the library. I didn't want to do too much clutter because I mean, there's going to be clutter. I cannot ever avoid clutter, but I wanted the build to be practical so that we can actually walk around the entirety of the fountain. Next, I'm just going to add in some lighting. My go-to for cottagecore and that type of aesthetic that we're going for is the wooden lampposts, the yellow ones. Those ones are my favorite ones. So we'll add in a few of those into the build. Next, I'm just going to play and make some small adjustments to some of the items just to make it look a little bit more cohesive. I added in some of the flower rectangles to the fountain area. Here I'm just adjusting the path to extend it a little bit, but I also added in the water fountain tiles. I do end up removing those because I felt like it was just like a little bit too much. As much as I love that item, I just didn't think it fit here that well, but feel free to keep it if you like the look. Okay, it is time to drop our floral elements. I'm going with the yellow, cute little flowers that actually naturally grow in the forest because I felt like it really matched the vibe that we're going with, and also the tavern. And then I will also drop the cake that I chose to put on display for outside of the bakery. When placing your flowers, make sure that you rotate them to have them look a bit more natural. I actually forgot to rotate the rocky terrain tiles. I ended up doing that after I filmed the speed build. So make sure that you're doing that before you finish the build. They are rotated in the picture that I display as my thumbnail and on my Instagram and Twitter. So I did end up rotating those later. But here is me kind of checking out my build, looking at things from different angles, just to make sure that everything is looking nice and how we want it. It's time to put the finishing touches on our builds. I'm going to be using the ferns. We're going to add some of the water elements in. So I'm using the cattails and the reeds here, and even some of the lotus water lilies. To give the build a bit of an edge, I wanted to go in and add some of the wild tangle foliage elements. I think this one works very well, and I did use this in my Cottagecore town village too, which is like diagonally across the river. So we're kind of keeping it very consistent with our Forest of Valor theme and the color palette. Okay, we are done with our build. I'll show you some views in furniture mode, and then we'll do a full walkthrough. Overall, I'm extremely pleased with how this build turned out. Cottagecore is my thing, and I think we nailed it here. Our forest is almost complete. I do plan on filming a design for my house area here soon, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so that you do not miss my next build or live stream. then once we walk around our new build in the daytime, I will show you the different times of day next. And of course, I had to showcase Belle and Gaston in this build before the video ends. I think it would be really amazing if Disney Dreamlight Valley gave us the option to hang out with multiple friends at once. I hear we are getting a letter, possible letters, from friends soon in the mail, which would be exciting. I'd love to hear what Belle has to say, and even Rapunzel. And possibly we are getting a touch of magic building too. Let me know in the comments what you think of this build and also the new features that are possibly coming our way. Which ones are you looking forward to the most? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my mods who keep my channel cozy during live streams, and my members too that help support the channel. If you are a member, don't forget to check out the new members only video for the Belle dress design that I'm wearing in this video. Feel free to stick around to see Gaston and Belle featured in this build, and if not, stay cozy friends and have a lovely day.